Now, we begin.
Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Dirtymobs back with some more Illaoi gameplay. We are versus the Aatrox today on the main account. Be sure to like and subscribe. Check me out Twitch TV Dirtymobs. And we are versus Antibot in the mid lane. I don't think I have a Night Blue 3 game I'm gonna do, but I don't think it's this one. For those who don't know, you might see my hands. I do add commentary afterwards just because it's a little bit easier to focus on the game when I'm in the game if I don't have to worry about commentary. And playing at like a high elo, I mean, this account it was a challenger, but it decayed, and now it's back in the masters, but I'm working on getting it back to challenger. It shouldn't take too long. My plus minus is like plus 25, minus 10, so pretty easy to do. Aatrox is a fun matchup for Illaoi because it's all about these like little things, and we'll look at them as we go. The little like playing around his dash Qs. See there, I use I sidestepped the first Q, and then what she dashed with, and then he didn't have dash, so I W'd on top of him for the second W. And it's a lot of that. It's a lot of dodging a Q, using your W on top to like dodge the second Q, and then kind of walking away during the third Q. And I do run Glacial Augment. A lot of people have, I don't know, I get asked about this all the time. I love Glacial Augment Stridebreaker. That was my first bad W. I got interrupted by his knockout. But you see the lane's going really well. We're a little bit aware. We're a little bit cognizant of the fact that Graves could be topside. We're gonna go ward here. Nope, no, Graves is bot side. Okay. Now, so the fact that we know Graves is bot side means we can be really, really aggressive still. We just use our last bottle charge. Our goal is to get like executioners first back. You don't necessarily have to versus Aatrox, but it basically, the nice part about executioners into these matchups is it means if you play not perfectly, you can still win. I think if you play perfectly, it's usually better to just build towards like Stridebreaker, your first item. But so yeah, now it's just like push, poke, push, poke. Try to lane D, try to lane D. Try to play out these two tentacles on the side. Pull the minions in. W. Q. Auto Q. And then W. Now we're being pinged that Graves is probably topside. We do have flash, so I'm not too scared. Nice. Little sidestep on the E. I mean on the Q2 by Aatrox. Nice. We're out of mana, so we might as well reset. Pretty clean laning phase. You see Graves. This was annoying. It's just unlucky he walked up right then. This means I have to use my teleport. That's why it's annoying. Otherwise, I was fine to just reset and walk back to lane. Well, I don't necessarily have to use teleport. I do run Glacial Augment. I'm using the... You see I'm going into negative gold here, so I'm running the debt rune. Futures market. I'm not going to teleport, because I'm only going to miss like 3 melees if I run. And then I do Grasp, or Resolve Tree secondary. And a lot of people are like, Dirtymobs, isn't like Divine Thunder good? No, it's not. Isn't Gore Drink or Conquer good? It's like okay in lower elo, but in higher elo, the problem is in higher elo, and people don't understand this. It's really frustrating. In higher elo, people aren't gonna just like play like 4 melee team comps and just stand on top of you as Illaoi. Like that's not how anyone's going to play ever. They're gonna be picking ranged champions, mobile champions, which are just typically more common in higher elo because they allow for more skill expression. You see their great use of sites like playing around Aatrox abilities. And this mobility range champion like playstyle of higher elo makes Illaoi just absolute terrible. And so you have to adapt. Okay, Lee Sin's going for a gank, but I'm not level 6. Aatrox got level 6. And we just wanna don't fight this. Cool, we got his ult. If I stay and fight that, we lose 1v2. We both die. It's not good. Now we know he doesn't have R. And my Glacial Augment's really good for setting up fights like this too. He just uses dash. I'm going to W on top of him to dodge Q2. And now it's just pretty clean. I use ult just to secure this because I wasn't completely aware at the time where Graves was. And reverse an Annie mid. Anytime you reverse something like an Annie mid, they're always going to hyper roam. It's just like the Annie playstyle. And Annie bot does it too. So there's a lot of times in these fights where if I start a fight, I'm gonna try to end it really quickly. I'm not gonna greed too much. So the longer a fight goes, the more likely Annie will roam top. And you're going to see that play out a couple times in this game where I basically just try to get the crap out of there because I know I'm doing a lot of watching mid. And so I went boots second. And the reason I went boots is because mobility is really important for Aatrox. Because you're dodging these, like, you're dodging W. You want to dodge, like, Q1 and Q2, and even Q3. You want to keep up with him when he dashes away. And it's also really valuable to get the Ninja Tabbies versus Graves Jungle as well. So if I have to fight a 1v2, Ninja Tab, or Steel-Plated Boots or whatever the crap, are really, really efficient. I really like to get boots that are really efficient versus the top jungle 1v2. Because Illaoi is like a heavy 1v2 champ. So here I'm being a little bit wary because this wave's gonna push to me, so I don't have to take any risk of like going for minions. And my whole team's playing bot side right now, and you don't see Graves bot side either, right? So we see Annie running bot, but still doesn't summon Graves is, so I'm still a little bit wary of that. So I'm just kind of waiting. Oh, we see Graves bot. Okay, this is actually really important. We see Graves bot here because it throws me off in a little bit. You'll see something that was really confusing to me. Really good E. People do that a lot, where if they're rocking up with a minion wave, they'll walk towards your tentacle, but they'll leave like one path where you can E past the minions and still hit them, and they let you do it, and I don't understand why. So we're taking Drake. I miss E. I don't really want to walk up, so I'm gonna go take this. I see Annie right now. You see Annie's leaving mid towards top. I see this, so I'm gonna get the heck out of there. And I think I'm fine. But I don't know how Graves got here. If we remember 30 seconds ago, Graves was at Dragon. And he beelines to top jungle behind me. I try to get a kill with Glacial Augment, but he doesn't slow enough. The movement speed from his ult, when he gets a reset, sped him up too much. So that was really, really frustrating. Because I just had, I don't know, Graves showing at Dragon 30 seconds ago, and then he's randomly top jungle on me. It was really weird. I guess he had cleared his top jungle and bot jungle. He went to Drake, realized he couldn't do it, and then ran into our top jungle to counter jungle. But, man, that was annoying. Now we're just kind of chilling. Alright, Grace. Okay, so what I see here is he just uses dash, and he's at 50% health, and I have R. And I have Glacial Augment, right? So all I have to do is like run with him. I ult here to get the reduced cooldown on W just to stay with him even more and keep the damage up. I'm just auto-Wing, auto-Wing. The reason I don't Q is because Qing stops me, and it's really easy for him to dodge. So if I miss a Q, it pretty much means I don't get a kill. Whereas if I just keep auto-W, 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 and just wait for Glacial Augment slow resets, it should be a free kill. The only thing I have to worry about is Graves coming up from Rift, but I wasn't too worried. Get a plate because Aatrox teleport isn't up yet. I did the timer earlier. I think it's like 11 minutes. I'm going to reset. A lot of people would like greed here for 2 plates. It just don't. Literally just don't. Please. It hurts. We see Jana's top apparently. Saw that tornado. It actually pains me when people say for like an extra plate there. Because what happens is Aatrox ends up coming back. You don't get a free reset off. So you don't get to go spend your gold that you got from the kill, from the plate, and from the minions. And you don't actually get to, like, escalate your lead at all. You're just stuck there. And then Aatrox actually did get a reset because you killed them. And they did get to spend the gold they farmed. So you're actually, like, kind of behind. So the waves... And if you just push reset, the wave bounces back to you anyways. A lot of people will say for an extra plate, and then the wave will get stuck in a weird spot, and then they can't back. And it's just like, it's like really, really bad effect. No ult, so I'm not really looking for too much here. One thing people ask me all the time is how do I deal with X or Y? Go back and watch my trade patterns in the early lane. I didn't really talk about it too much. But like, look at that. Like just Wing on Q, Eing during Q3 because I know where he's going to be. He's kind of stuck in a position. Finish the spirit. We see Graves is dead. We don't know where Annie is. Just using the tentacles I have up to hyper push. I don't really like that E too much. Really good. Ooh, okay, okay. Nice. Stopwatch. Got him. We see Annie mid. We know Graves is dead. But I just saw Annie leave from mid to top side. So although I wanted to say for plate, you see Annie is going to come kill me if I go for that plate. So I just can't. I can't do it. If I go back to get the plate again, she'll just run top again. She'll probably ghost, run up there and kill me. So it's not worth. That's what when I'm talking about like this hyper focus on mid lane, it's really important versus Annie's. Assassins as well. Annie kind of like plays mid like an assassin. I'm going for Stridebreaker. Going back to the conversation earlier, Illaoi in higher elo, you want to focus more on like a utility-based approach to items and runes. This hyperfixation on healing, it's like, okay, this blows my mind. Illaoi, we need to build Conquer and Gore Drinker and get all these healing stuff. Oh no, everyone builds Grievous Wounds. Like, yeah, everyone has access to Grievous Wounds. And like, y'all, we build all this healing stuff, and then we're like mad when everyone has Grievous Wounds. It's like, or we could just build utility and movement speed, and like try to play a game that actually is like effective, and isn't just like dirt, like healing good. Like it's like, to me it reminds me of like Cheese Dex and Hearthstone, where it's like, yeah, or TFT, where it's like 6 fortune at TFT, or like the, I don't know, Exodia like mage or something, even though that was actually a decent deck in Hearthstone. The idea is like hyperfixating on this like one strategy when you could just go with a different strategy that isn't as fun, but typically leads to better outcomes, is like better. I know a lot of y'all would just like disagree with me, but I don't really care. I play what I need to play to like actually climb the high elo and do really well. Okay. Kill Spirit, kill Spirit. Okay, we got Spirit. We're trying to run him down. We don't know where anyone is, though. I just looked at the map running up there. I see Janna bot. I see my team bot side. And you see I just turn around. I don't know where Annie is. I don't know where Graves is. I don't know where their ADC is. There's literally no one on the team I know where it is. So that was a really, really good call to turn away. Even though it doesn't look, we see Graves bot now, we see Annie mid, but I think risk adjusted, it was better to just back away. When we're this far ahead, we don't need to like int for like some random kill when there's like a million people missing. Yeah, our Jhin did a lot of damage. Actually nuts. Running back top, just gonna push, teleport up a 9. Gonna push, take turret maybe. We don't have ult, but we know where Annie is. We know where Graves is. Okay, we aren't gonna get turret. Ooh, beautiful E. Auto W, auto Q. The rotation for Illaoi when you pull Spirit is auto W, auto Q, auto W. And basically it's just weave autos in between your Qs and Ws. And W is higher priority, Q is filler. You see Glacial Augment being useful to just make the tentacles actually hit the target. I still don't have R. I see Annie mid. We don't know where Graves is. Really beautiful. One thing you do to increase your E hit rate is just throw out a Q or have tentacles slam in front of you, and then E like through their animations. It doesn't actually like cancel any animations, but it convolutes your animation amongst a lot of other pretty stuff, which makes it easier to hit. It makes it less likely the enemy notices you're casting your E. Like if I just cast E right now, it's really obvious. But if I like Q and then E right after, much more likely to hit. See, like it's really easy for them to dodge that. I flash in 30. We don't know where most people are. We've got Aatrox pretty low. We see Annie bot. There's really no reason to not look at the minimap, like during these situations. Yep. W, Q. This cannon's in the way, which is really annoying. You see Lee Sin wants to flank here, pinged and everything. Nice. I don't have E though. But I can use the Glacial Augment to land a Q. Lucian's going to set us up for a pretty easy kill. I'm going to get Grievous Wounds on Aatrox with the W. Orianna teleported, just help out. Breach Earth. Push one more. Take top jungle. Maybe take Rift. We have 3 minutes. If our team wants to. I kind of just want to reset and have Stridebreaker. And I'm pretty low on mana anyways. You want to have like 300 mana at 250. So I would have been okay, but... I really like Serc Sage Stridebreaker, Serc Sage. My core item build right now is Stridebreaker, Serc Sage, Dead Man's Plate, Force of Nature. It's really fixated on this like move speed oriented. And over the next few days, I have a variety of videos to go over. Over this week, you'll notice in the videos my ability to move in team fights and bait out abilities and then go in and get people and slow people. It provides a lot of value, even if I get behind. We're going to watch some VODs where I actually do get behind. And you might be like, why are we even linking at this Dirtymobs? You went like 0-3 in lane. But even if I get that far behind, sometimes I play like this insane weak side map where people would just absolutely just camp me. And I still become really useful in the mid to late game. And that's part of like not tilting. When you get behind, you need to find ways to be useful. Although, I mean, the grand narrative in League is like, oh, if you get behind, you should FF. But I think if you get behind, if you did play really poorly, and you have teammates who played really well, it's up to you. Owe them. You actually owe them to like try to win for them. Like, that's what I think. A lot of people think, no, you should FF to save them time. But it's like, no, they shouldn't quit. They shouldn't be basically, I mean, little babies. A nicer way of saying it. And they should try to, like, if you're a carry, you should try to win. I don't know. Why be a little quitter? It's just sad. So I go for a cutoff here. Drag's coming up soon, so I kind of expect most people to go to Dragon. So I'm going to try to just get a kill. That dodge on those tentacles was so sad. That Janelle was so good. Yeah, it really annoyed me. And then that flash, and then the healing. For you. If she doesn't ult there, I get the kill on Aatrox because I don't get my W canceled. We kind of throw here a little bit. I threw top, and then Swain died somewhere, and then Lee Sin ints here. I should have just played for... I mean, I should have just played for Drake. Or I shouldn't have chased. I should have just, like... I should have full combo, and once he got out of line, I should have just not chased. I should have looked at the map, seen what was going on. All it took was Janna to come up to be annoying enough to turn it. So I kind of threw there. We're doing really well in CS numbers. I mean, we're trying to play the objectives. We have Drake win con, so we're just going to run to Drake now. I have teleport if I need to, but not really much going on. Stridebreaker Glacial Augment really shines in like these team fights. We're going to start seeing a lot of the utility aspect. So everyone's beeline to Drake. Enemy team doesn't want us to get third Drake because that means fourth Drake comes up and we can get that for basically winning the game. So if they're kind of not coming over here. Looks like they're going to give it up. Typically, as a top laner, you'd go bot lane after Drake because Baron's up and you have teleport. But Orianna wants to go bot. I mean, Annie's bot. I don't really want to be versus Annie anyways. So I'm kind of stuck in this weird thing where it's like I don't want to go top because I'm not supposed to be up there, but I also can't go bottom. So I'm just kind of clearing vision. I'm kind of baiting them a little bit, I'll be honest. Like I knew they would want to go on me here. Annie bot just full combos me. Graves loses his mind trying to kill me. I'm going to try to sidestep the ult. Yep. Okay. Guess that's the thing. Reset. My cutesy little challenger emote you get for hitting challenger. My MMR right now on this account or on my main is a Grandmaster. So most of these games you see are Grandmaster rated. Again, I want to go bot, but Orianna's gonna go bot. So I'm like, okay. I mean, we're really just gonna play for Drake anyways. We're not gonna play for Baron. And we should stop the enemy team from doing Baron. It actually works out pretty well that Orianna goes bot, because any bot shows bot, and then we go top versus Aatrox, which is where I want to be. I don't want to be versus Annie, I want to be versus Aatrox. I don't like the camera. There we go. They're just going to push top. We know they're all top sides, so we're not going to over push. You see, there's kind of a fight brewing top jungle or top river. They're not going to pull Baron. I mean, it's not even an option. We're going to run down, kind of see what's going on. This, I can actually get a really good pick if they were running up into like near the blue, but they end up just running into here. Ran into Janna, she oversaves, we land E, we ult W, Q. I run into a trap, unlucky. Nice. Stridebreaker up in 5. Aatrox oversaves, so we're Glacial Augment's gonna come into handy, just slow him down. Stridebreaker. Slow him down again. Good job. That was really satisfying for me after she messed up my kill early on Aatrox. I was very happy. I was like, That's right, Janna. Get wrecked. So now we're going to go back top. We could have just rushed Baron here. We probably should have. We're really slow on this. Baron is scary because of Annie, though. Annie is a very, very scary person to do Baron verse. So you're going to see, we're going to start this, but we're very sus about it. We're very, you see I'm pinging it. I'm like, please. I don't want to lose this because we get wombo comboed. But Orianna gives really good like zoning tool during Baron. I'm pretty low, so I'm trying to be in a position where I can Stridebreaker away if Annie comes in. We get Baron for free, really good job. We should have pulled it earlier, but whatever. Reset. Reset, wait for Drake. Jin's like oversaying, oh, he wants red buff. But like we needed to reset. There's no reason to fight over red buff when half of us are like low HP. It just seems throwing for red buff. It's just silly. Just give it up. It's not gonna make or break this game. Gonna lose topside jungle. I'm gonna take this. Lee Sin's running around top jungle trying to get graves or something, but there's really nothing to be done. They have 3 top. They fight here, I mean. I'm always up for corridor fights, especially with Stridebreaker. I'm gonna flash W, or yeah, flash Stridebreaker. Eat through the smoke, kill Janna. That was really good flash over the tornado from Janna. I don't know if it's, yeah, I think it's fine. You gotta be careful about ult, like flashing just for 1 kill. But I think there was potential for 3 kills there. Like reasonable expectation of getting 3. Going for a blind E, didn't work. Good turret. It's late enough in the game that getting inhib's fine. There's another game this week where we got inhib at like 8. We took inhib turret at 18 minutes, and I think that's too early. If you get inhib turret at 18 minutes, then the enemy team gets 6 minutes of just like inhib minions, and you don't get a lane to farm. It's not good. But 24, 25 minutes, it's fine to take inhib. Yeah, Jen and Lee Sin kind of throw here. So what I'm going to do is wait and just land an E through. I need to start poking with E's. We're at a 3v5, which is really disadvantageous. But if I start landing E's and poking, and I want to wait for ult as well. If I do these 2 things, we have reasonable ways to like find win conditions. And you see Stridebreaker come kind of useful. Gets me in position to land that E. I'm going to walk away, let other people damage this tentacle. Orianna cheeses Annie and Janna. We don't want to actually kill Dragon though, because we don't have smite. So we want to be careful. We want to try to like fight more. I got knocked up by Aatrox, I noticed that. We'll use Glacial Augment. I go for E on Graves, doesn't connect. Unfortunate. I have ult now. Ult, W. Auto. Nice. And there we just end up 3v5ing. But we do it and it works really well because they like ran at us like 2 at a time. Now if anyone walks up, I just want to be ready to E behind the pit to grab their spirits. Kill Dragon. This is great because it's a Mountain Soul. Reset. Cool, cool, cool. GG. There you go. I mean, just a clean game, right? GG. Like and subscribe. See you all tomorrow.